In this video, we're going to multiply fractions together, okay? So it's fairly straightforward. Whenever we want to multiply fractions together, we need to remember, we need to understand what the numerator is and what the denominator is. So let's suppose we want to do 1/2 multiplied by 1/3. Okay, so technically, all we do is we multiply all the numerator together. So we'll do that first. That's 1 times 1 over, and then we multiply the denominators together. 2 times 3, and our answer is 1/6. When we are multiplying fractions together that are perhaps negative, we need to think about multiplying and dividing negative numbers, and we need to remember the rules for those. So let's just remind ourselves, when we multiply a positive and a positive together, the answer is positive. When we multiply one positive and one negative together, the answer is negative. And obviously that then switches round. When we multiply two negatives together, the answer is positive. And the same for if we divide, the same thing's going to happen, okay? So if I wanted to do -2/3 multiplied by -4/5, I look at that and I think, okay, I've got two fractions that are of the same sign. Same sign always gives a positive answer. So my answer is going to be positive. And because I'm multiplying these fractions together, all I need to do is multiply all the numerator together. So that's -2 times -4, and then multiply all the denominator together, which is 3 multiplied by 5. Well, that's going to give me 8/15. That's pretty much everything you need to know about multiplying fractions together. Now let's look at what happens if we've got a mixed number. So I mean 2 and 1/3. And let's say we want to multiply that by -1 and 1/5. So first of all, we have a positive number and we have a negative number. Positive times a negative will give us a negative answer. But we can't multiply them in their current state. We need to turn the mixed number into an improper fraction or a top-heavy fraction. So we can see that that's 2 whole and 1/3. So we have a few tricks up our sleeves. We can either go 2 times 3, which is 6, add the 1, 7/3, 7/3, or you can look at that as being 6/3 plus 1/3, 7/3. Multiply. We're going to do the same with this. This is a negative. Obviously, 1 times 5 is 5, plus the 1 is 6. So I've got 6/5. So I'm going to do 7/3, and now a top-heavy fraction, improper fraction, multiplied by -6/5. We know the answer is negative. 7 multiplied by the -6 is going to give me -42 over 3 times the 5 is 15. And then where possible, you would simplify your fraction if it can cancel down, dividing it by 3, for example, which equals -14/5. And then we say, okay, how many 5s go into 14? 2 whole and 4 remainder. So we've got -2 whole and 4/5 remaining. And that's pretty much all you need to know.